There we are. The temperature seems about right now. Not too hot, but also not too cold. What do you think, darling? Do you like this temperature? Do I need to guide your hand in myself? You really are out of it. I told you to stay away, you know. It's not for the faint of heart. I suppose this is better than you screaming, swearing, and saying you'll call the police. Though hopefully you won't do that after you snapped out of this. Since you're still in this state, I'll undress you and get you in the bath myself, okay? Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything untoward. This is going to be purely a bath. Admittedly, I'll be in there the same time as you, but that's just to save on the water bill. Troubling times, economically and all that. As I said, nothing else untoward. That's the stuff. This new bath scent I picked up is amazing. Roses and lavender. Who would have thought they'd work so well together? I feel like Cleopatra right now. I believe she's the one who had those rose baths. I think she also put milk in them. Should we try that? A milk bath? I don't think we'd get too clean in that, though. I think most of the blood got in your hair, so I'm going to start cleaning you from there. Okay? Since this is my bath, I will be using my products on you. Isn't that wonderful, darling? You'll be smelling just like me. Although, I'd much prefer to smell like you. You smell so divine. I've honestly considered stealing your shampoo before, but I held back. Like I said, horrible times economically right now. I shouldn't have to force you to buy a new shampoo. But when you're out of this shocked state, if you could be so kind as to tell me what brand you use, I'm all ears, darling. Hopefully my shampoo isn't too different from yours. It's also meant to smell like roses, but unfortunately the smell is quite faint. I picked this one up more because it feels quite luxurious, and it makes my hair oh so shiny. I bought it on a whim, initially, but then you complimented my hair the first time I washed it with it. It was the first compliment I ever got from you. There was no way I could stop using it after that. I bought the matching conditioner too. Honestly, this stuff is really good for your hair. So I'm glad this is what makes me look good in your eyes. Although, even if you told me you preferred me bald, I would shave off all my hair for you, darling. Did you know, darling? Apparently, there's certain techniques that can actually make your hair grow better, thicker, fuller, quicker, all that. For shampoo, you have to lather it up all so nicely at the roots, making small, methodical circles with your fingertips all across your scalp. And then with conditioner, you only need to apply it to the ends of your hair. Rub it in nice and then you can wash both off at once. There goes all the grime. There goes all the blood. Oh, I think I see a bit of flesh in there too. I am sorry, darling. I know you did technically ignore me and come to the meeting point of your own volition, but you still didn't deserve to get all of that bastard's blood and guts over you. I'll try to be cleaner next time I swing my bat, okay? Ironically, I didn't get a single bit of him in my hair. A lot of him over my clothes, though. Ugh. I can basically feel his bastardness seeping into me, even now I've got them off. How about we wash down our bodies now? Are you ready to hold a flannel? Or a scrubber? Personally, ever since I met you, I've liked scrubbers more, because it means I can get off the filth from the people I have to end, so that we can always be together. They're all so disgusting. I swear I can smell them on me for days after I've done the deed. It's why I'm always so hesitant to let you touch me. I don't want our embrace to be contaminated by their filth. Although, getting the chance to wash off the grime together, perhaps there's merit to it after all. Would you like to come to the next one, so we can bathe together again? Still silent. Well, I'll keep the scrubber for myself, but I don't want to risk irritating your skin, darling, so I'll just be thorough with the flannel. I have a few scented body washes. This one here smells like dragon fruit and basil for some reason. This one here is meant to make you feel energized with sea salt and thyme, I think. I don't know, the label on this one's tiny. And then I just have a simple one. Vanilla and coconut. You've never said you like any scent on me in particular. Not even when I wear perfumes. So I've been testing out a lot of different scents recently. I doubt you've noticed though, because you haven't said anything. Or maybe you think I'm the kind of person who likes to switch her scent up a lot. If that's the case, I'm just doing it so I can get another compliment from you. I'm sorry, darling. Am I confusing you with everything? I think today, let's just stick with the vanilla and coconut. It's a subtle scent, just like the rose hair stuff, so it should do the trick. Don't want to overwhelm the senses, especially when you're like this. I'm just doing myself first, okay? So that when I have to lean to get closer to you, if any part of me brushes up against you, you won't be contaminated. And I can always wash myself off again. I've rubbed myself raw. I've come out the bath looking like a... Have you seen those guys that are just like flapping in the wind outside of car shops? I look as red as one of those. I think that's the one that went viral. You'd usually laugh at something like that. Tell me if I'm being too rough, okay? Even when you're covered in other people's insides, your skin is still the smoothest. Honestly, if I didn't have to deal with those freaks so often, I'd embrace you every chance I got, just so I could rub my face against your skin. Is that alright, darling? Luckily, most of the blood and gore got on your clothes like me, other than your poor hair. So it looks like we've got everything off. But I've washed everything else just to be safe. Other than some no-go zones. I told you, I'm not going to do anything untoward to you. This is a simple bath. I suppose I'll have to take your silence as a yes. You know, I think the scent is coming out on you a bit more than it is on me. I wonder why that is. Is it something to do with skin types? Or maybe applying it with a flannel gave it a higher, I don't know, dosage than it would on a scrubber? I always froth it up on my scrubber, so I have to use less product, but with a flannel it doesn't work as well, so that might be the case. No input? I'm sorry, darling. I really didn't want you to see that. I was hoping to keep that side of me a secret from you forever, so you didn't have to worry yourself about the ugly side of our relationship. Don't leave me, okay? If you leave me, I'll have to resort to worse things. I'll have to chain you up, find an abandoned house that we can hole up in, and go around killing everyone you care about, so they don't try to come find us. It'll probably make headlines too, which means we'll have to camp out in abandoned places for ages before we can flee overseas, so we can live happily ever after. I don't want it to come to that. Your parents are lovely. I can't wait to be their daughter-in-law and take care of them one day. Honestly, I really just want us to be happy together. That's why I got rid of that bastard today. He's been saying mean things to you, and all those other people who are either being too cruel or overstepping boundaries when you're in a relationship. It's all for our sake, okay? So, when you wake up, you have to tell me you love me, okay? Or I'll be worried. Because I love you so much, darling. Whether we're out and about or together washing away the evidence of a crime like this. My love for you will never end. So tell me you love me before things get too drastic. Thank you so much for listening to my ASMR. If you enjoyed this roleplay, please leave a like and a comment. I have a whole channel full of Yandere ASMRs for you to listen whenever you wish. If you'd like to help my channel's growth, please consider donating via YouTube or Ko-fi, like Zero Overlord and Scrungle. And to my members, Klaxus and Obsessive Boyfriend, thank you so much for your generous support. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.